Okay, let's see this game from Mr. Capablanca against Frank James Marshall. I think this is a game where Marshall was preparing his opening like for many. I mean, Ben Feingold said for 10 years, but that was just probably exaggeration. But and in this game, Capablanca won, and Frank Marshall was like, "Hey, I have to prepare for 10 more years," and that was it. Anyways, let's see this game. I think this is Frank Marshall's gambit. This is standard stuff. Yeah. So c3, and this sacrificing this pawn, which is dangerous if white doesn't know what to do. But of course, you can avoid this gambit, I think, by playing some other move. But by playing c3, and we get this position. So black sacrificed the pawn, but now black has many options for an attack. Knight f6. Actually, I saw this game yesterday by Feingold, so I'm not completely unprepared. But he said that c6 is much more common nowadays. But okay. Knight f3. Rook back, because that rook is going to be attacked anyway, so it goes back. Prophylaxis. Bishop d6, preparing to attack. Something like this, and he can attack a lot of stuff here. Okay, h3, trying to stop that, and knight h4. Anyway, because if he takes, then queen is gonna go here, and that's gonna be dangerous. Queen f3, attacking the rook and then the knight, and now queen goes here. Of course, if you attack the rook, if you get the rook, then check, and then you're gonna take this rook with a mate. That's why d4, opening up some pieces, not taking anything, because if you take, this is not actually a checkmate, but let's see. So we're gonna give a check, another check, check. Wait a second. I wonder what happens if he takes, check. He goes here. Maybe let's see, I don't see it. No, he gives a check with the bishop here. Oh, yeah, and then he takes this. But even here, yeah, actually, he has to give up a queen because of this kind of stuff. Okay, that's why d4, and now takes, because if he takes, you have bishop g3. It doesn't take anything. Bishop g4, and now if you take, this is not a checkmate, but you play, what do you play here? I guess you give this check and go back. Let's see. Now bishop g3, and now it is going to be a checkmate soon. takes, and now this check is important. But this is good for white. What is happening here? So he could have taken here. Yeah, he taken. I'm confused. So basically, Marshall goes all in here, but Capablanca is able to defend this. So bishop d2 was important to save this bishop. Okay. Now he's trying to exchange queens because he is a piece up. Okay. Now king is safe. Okay. Protecting this bishop. Now Marshall pinning the bishop and also keeping an eye on this pawn. So this rook cannot move. It has to protect that square. Marshall goes there. I'm not sure why. Probably I'm pinning. Just pinning the bishop. Okay. Here just getting ready to push these pawns. Activate this rook because it is really hard to activate this rook because this knight cannot move. Maybe you can play something like this and then move the knight. But Marshall thought this is a better way to develop pieces, and also it looks like the king is going to be unsafe, but there's a lot of pieces that are around the king, so you don't need the pawns. Okay, takes, and now rook is activated, and now all the pieces are active. Okay, pushing the pawn. Okay, pushing the pawn. And now the last move of the game. Check, because this is going to be a checkmate if you go here. A nice checkmate. Okay, that was a Capablanca masterpiece. He kind of destroyed Marshall's opening preparation, which is really cool. That shows how strong of a player he was. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.